Hello, sports fans. Welcome to Thunder Weekly. I'm Rick Heath. With me, Mark Rogers. And Mark, we are at the patio of the Winston in Norman, Main Street. It's spring, and what a better way to celebrate spring and being here on the patio of the Winston.
Thank goodness. My best prediction of the year a couple weeks ago, I said that we're going to have no more highs in the 30s. And it's held true. I think we're past that point, but it's perfect patio weather tonight. It's a great place.
It's a great, and it's a great place. And the Winston's a Hal Smith concept. It's kind of like the Pub W, but with its own flair. As a matter of fact, their signature cocktails that they're providing us tonight, a watermelon fresca and an old fashioned, and they're part of the list of wonderful handmade cocktails they have here available at the Winston, as well as food that's really, really tasty of all kinds, and we'll talk about that later. But I want to talk about the bipolar team that we have in Oklahoma City. I mean, there is not a more perplexing team in the NBA than the Oklahoma City Thunder, Mark.
Well, I think that's the case. There's other teams that have had some streaks this season. I think the Golden State Warriors are a little perplexing because they are loaded and they got beat by 30 points twice this month at home. That's perplexing too. So I think sometimes you look at Oklahoma City and we get caught up in how frustrated we get with this team. But there's some other teams in the NBA that are like this, but I think maybe the Thunder take the cake.
I think so, but, and we follow them so closely.
Yeah.
I mean, that's one thing that we're embedded almost with them. And this week they played at Memphis, and it was one of the most horrible exhibitions of Thunder basketball I've ever seen.
Right.
And it affected everybody. It affected the players. It affected Billy Donovan. I'm sure Sam Presti, if he had any hair to pull out, would have pulled it out from watching that. I mean, they played a G League team and got beat badly, And so those are kind of things they're going to have to solve moving forward, and we're going to talk about that in a little bit. But we are at the Winston here in downtown Norman on Main Street. You can see Main Street right here behind us, and it's a great place. They got a wonderful patio. They got great food inside. The specialty drinks are top notch, and they have $2 Tuesdays. And you got to find out more about $2 Tuesdays because $2 food, $2 tacos, $2 beers, $2 everything. It's a great place. You got to come down here and visit the Winston on Main Street in Norman, next to the railroad tracks, and hopefully there's not a train coming. We'll be right back after this.
Reveal a more youthful you. A more beautiful you. A more confident you. A healthier you. Your journey begins this summer at Laser Light Skin Clinic. Call us today for your free consultation.
I'm attorney Noble McIntyre at McIntyre Law. Over the past 20 years, we have fought for Oklahomans who have been injured by medical malpractice and medical device injuries. These injuries are caused by products including defective hip implants, transvaginal mesh implants, Zofran, Xarelto, Invokana, and IVC filters. Unfortunately, these type of injuries happen every day, and it's good to have a local expert to turn to for help. On behalf of myself and the entire McIntyre Law team, I can assure you, no one will work harder than we will.
Come in, Sam. It's Jack Elliott. You read me over?
Hey, guys.
I'm up here with BK. We've got your wings.
Right on time. I hope you brought us some sauce, too.
We've got 7 kinds of sauces, Sam. We've got sweet chili, Hickory bourbon, barbecue.
Great wings don't just fall from the sky. They come from Louie's, where we're preparing food fresh daily.
Garlic parmesan, ghost pepper.
Drop them whenever you're ready. People love them with our world-famous burgers and pizzas.
Okay, stand by for a drop-off. Over.
At Louie's, we're in your neighborhood.
Morfit Medical Center, 2908 Via Esperanza in Edmond, is an integrative family medicine center. They feature Smart Graft hair restoration, the most complete full head hair restoration on the market these days. It is great for you. It is the smartest, the best way to get a full head of hair back with using your own hair, and it doesn't take as long as you think. So to find out more, contact morfitmedical.com about Smart Graft hair replacement. And welcome back. Thunder Weekly, Rick Heath, Mark Rogers from the patio. Now that it's spring, patios are in style, and here we are at a great patio at the Winston on Main Street in Norman, enjoying these wonderful cocktails of watermelon fresca, old fashioned, and $2 beers on Tuesdays, along with $2 tacos and lots of other specials here at the Winston. Mark, there's not many games left.
Right.
Are there enough games left for the Thunder to get right?
Get right, yes. I think they can get right yet. We've seen some drastic turns this season, and I think
Well,
that...
not to interrupt you, but I mean, drastic turns. They go to Toronto, have a great game, beat one of the top teams in the East on the road.
Right.
Go to Memphis against a G League team and get embarrassed. So, you know.
As frustrating as the team is, I think you'd rather have it the way that it is. I think you'd rather have it the fact that this team can
Thank
beat
you.
the good teams.
Thank you.
Right.
You're giving me hope here, Mark. You're giving me hope.
They can beat the good teams. If it was that they beat all the bad teams and lost to the good teams, then that's not going to work in the playoffs. I think this is a pretty simple situation here to me. Is that if you look at Russell Westbrook, and it's something that we talked about here on the show many times, high volume 3-point shots, low chance of success for Oklahoma City to win. When he has high volume assists, there's a high chance for Oklahoma City to win. And if you go back and look at the numbers, I crunched these today. Russell Westbrook, in the 11 of 12 wins, and that stretch for Oklahoma City, which is the best basketball of the season, he was averaging 11.9 assists a game. In the recent losing streak after the All-Star break, he's averaging 7.9 assists a game. His 3-point shots are up almost 5 a game in the losing stretch compared to where they were in the winning stretch of the season. Shots are up. Russell Westbrook is a great player.
Have you told this to Billy Donovan?
I think that's clearly Billy Donovan knows.
Can you let Billy Donovan know that, Mark?
He knows what's going on. I think he understands. But I think that getting Russell to play the way that he's supposed to play is a difficult task, and he doesn't have much self-realization. And he is the engine that drives this team. And until he realizes that, it could cost Billy Donovan his job. It could cost this team a first-round playoff exit, which I think is going to be hard to avoid anyway. But Russell Westbrook has to realize I'm a better player when I'm not shooting high-volume threes, when I'm not shooting high-volume shots, and I'm looking for other guys in their best spots getting shots.
I agree. Several times in this show, as you mentioned, I think we came up with an ideal stat line. Could be 15, 18 points, 12, 13, 14 assists, 10 rebounds.
The more I think of it, Rick, the more I think that the one number that matters the most is the assists.
Yeah.
They can win if other people are scoring, and that makes the Thunder a more difficult team to defend. You can really defend Oklahoma City if you just force Russell to take early threes. And look, man, the habits on a bad basketball team that is playing selfishly, it's easy to see, and I think it's gotten to Paul George. I think it's gotten to Dennis Schroeder, where those guys are taking early shot clock shots.
And Paul George did it.
Right.
I mean, all last week in those bad games, I mean, they were going down and it was one pass shot, or no pass shots.
Right.
You know, and that I see what you're saying. That's what is the ill. Now the question is, how do you cure the ill?
I think, again, Russell Westbrook has to figure this out on his own. He has to realize that. I think the team is probably the people that are going to break it to him, and somebody in leadership position, probably Paul George.
I was going to say, PG's got to pull him aside and
We got
say,
to do
hey,
this
Russ,
a little bit better.
Yeah.
You know, in the end of the day, the NBA schedule is 82 games. Like a conference basketball schedule in the Big 12 is 18 games. So you have to focus for such a long period of time that you're going to have some bad nights. But the way the Thunder have been having bad nights lately is very alarming.
And that's a point I think all Thunder fans are coming to realize. Okay, this team is up and down, obviously. I mean, and the highs are really high and the lows are really, really low. You know, where there's no in between, where most NBA teams have a median in there that they either play a little up or a little down from.
Right.
The Thunder have really, really high. So we're like, go to Toronto and win in spectacular fashion. Then they go to Memphis and get beat in equally spectacular fashion.
Yeah, it is very frustrating. It's frustrating to watch things. I can really feel it from the fans. It's tangible that they're upset with the way the season has gone, and I think that they want more attitude and effort and buy-in from the team.
Well, you know, and one of the things that you know you've seen, I've seen, you've heard on the radio, I've heard through Twitter and all that is fire Billy Donovan. Okay,
Right.
First thing everybody says. You and I think, agree that may not be the solution. It may happen because if this dysfunction continues, and they lose badly in the first round, it may end up costing Billy his job. But I don't see that as the ultimate problem.
I think Billy, he clearly knows basketball. I mean, his comments after the Memphis game were very telling. I think that first thing he says, hey, yeah, it's my fault, but then he really went on to say it's not my fault. I mean, and gave the reasons why it wasn't. I think we can see that. But this is true. I mean, in the NBA, if you're not getting through to the players, then there has to be a change. And I think Billy's a big boy that would understand that. Look, if he doesn't coach the Oklahoma City Thunder next year, he's going to coach in college. It's going to be a big-time job with a lot of money. And I don't think you'll ever see Billy Donovan as fired as the coach of the Oklahoma City Thunder, because I think that transition will be made where he leaves the team before he has to be fired. He looks really frustrated to me with the fact that he can't get the message across and can't get the most out of this team. And I think, hey, I feel for him. I think that he's going to be a victim in this, and it's really not his fault.
And that may be what happens. I hope not, because I'm hoping as a Thunder fan that it gets turned around enough that first round, if they draw somebody they can beat, they win. Now, there's a very real possibility they may draw Golden State, which may put them out in a very disappointing fashion in the first round. And if that happens, I think you got to start everywhere else from Sam Presti all the way through. Hey, we are at the Winston on the patio here on this spring night. It's a great, great place to come. The Winston, great food, great drink specials. Watermelon Fresca alone is worth the trip down here, and I'm sure the Old Fashioned has its own little special.
Oh, this is
yeah, that is delicious. That is delicious. So anyway, we're here, and we will be back in just a moment with Thunder Weekly.
Auto Accessories Unlimited on Indian Hills Road, I-35 in Norman. Gets all your truck accessories at Auto Accessories Unlimited, and don't get stuck in a cold car anymore. They have remote starts. Tell old man Winter to go away. You have a remote start from Auto Accessories Unlimited. Get the remote start installed and you'll never get in a cold car or truck again. That's Auto Accessories Unlimited, Indian Hills Road, I-35 in Norman. XR Tickets. XR Tickets, if you're looking for Thunder tickets or concert tickets, XR Tickets and Limousine is where you need to go. 600-9111 is their phone number, or you can go to xrtickets.com. The best single game tickets for Thunder, or if you want to, now that you're excited about the Thunder season, want more and more tickets, they have them available at XR Tickets at 600-9111, or go to xrtickets.com.
Reveal a more youthful you. A more beautiful you. A more confident you. A healthier you. Your journey begins this summer at Laser Light Skin Clinic. Call us today for your free consultation.
I'm attorney Noble McIntyre at McIntyre Law. Over the past 20 years, we have fought for Oklahomans who have been injured by medical malpractice and medical device injuries. These injuries are caused by products including defective hip implants, transvaginal mesh implants, Zofran, Xarelto, Invokana, and IVC filters. Unfortunately, these type of injuries happen every day, and it's good to have a local expert to turn to for help. On behalf of myself and the entire McIntyre Law team, I can assure you, no one will work harder than we will.
Morfit Medical Center, 2908 Via Esperanza in Edmond, is an integrative family medicine center. They feature Smart Graft hair restoration, the most complete full head hair restoration on the market these days. It is great for you. It is the smartest, the best way to get a full head of hair back with using your own hair, and it doesn't take as long as you think. So to find out more, contact morfitmedical.com about Smart Graft hair replacement. Sooner CrossFit and Sooner Strength Training. If you're looking to get in the best shape of your life, guys or ladies, you need to go to SoonerCrossFit.com and find out more about how they can help. They've got several levels of membership and different levels of participation. So whether you're a guy like me that likes to get back into shape, or somebody that's a serious CrossFitter, Sooner CrossFit will help. Go to SoonerCrossFit.com to find out more information.
And welcome back, Thunder Weekly. Rick Heath, Mark Rogers from the Winston on Main Street in Norman. Great place to come. Family-friendly atmosphere. They've got great food, great prices, great drink specials, and you will not be disappointed. Come down, and they got a great patio. You can see it right here. They've got fireplaces over there to keep you warm if it does get a little chilly this spring night. And as you can tell, it's really wonderful out here now. But the main thing we're talking about is how are we going to heal the Thunder, okay? You pointed out Russell Westbrook has to be the guy that self-realizes, okay? And I agree with you. But Paul George is the only guy on that team that can pull Russ aside and go, hey, Russ, let's talk.
Yeah, I think there's some other guys. I mean, Raymond Felton has got a lot of respect, I think. Some guys that have been in the league a long time naturally are going to have the respect of players. So it's kind of a curious question. I think Maurice Cheeks at times has been a guy that's considered to be able to talk to Russell, and so. At the end of the day, really, to tell the truth, it's a dangerous spot for anybody because if you anger Russell or you upset him, I mean, he's going to be the guy that calls the shots. You know, I mean, he's the franchise player. That's the way it works. He's not the only guy in the NBA that's that way.
No.
If you're the franchise player, you make a lot of decisions.
Well, look at the Lakers.
Right, LeBron is.
I mean, he's the ultimate decision maker.
Position, but ownership.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, he's general manager. He's captain. He's he's the advertising agent. Also, he
does what he wants.
Marketing.
I mean, we've seen him show up on the sideline, side of the court drinking wine. I mean, late for the games. Just it's bizarre. But yeah, that's the way that the NBA is a star-driven league.
And the Thunder are hitched to Paul George and Russell Westbrook. They're long-term contracts.
And I think right now we're stuck in this pattern of everybody's frustrated, but that's not a bad thing.
No,
they're
it's
stuck
not.
to Russell or Paul George.
No. Now, there is a bit of a frustration on my guy Steven Adams starting to leak into my brain. Steven Adams hasn't been playing well at all, and he's long-term in a big contract.
I think that they've got to try to get Steven Adams involved, I think, at times. And I think sometimes the Thunder have to slow the game down and realize we can play some half-court, we can go into our big guy. Steven Adams has struggled. He's not defended very well. He's looked, at times, slow on defense. One thing that he is still doing very well is offensive rebounds. He's maybe the best at that in the NBA. He's second in rebounds per 48 minutes right now in the league. So he's a weapon. The Thunder just got to figure out how to use all these parts, and once they do, I think they can be a team that contends.
But that's what we said at the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
Now we've got a handful of games left, and we're saying if they just will take care, and learn how to use these guys. So my frustration is that we have very little time left for them to figure it out. Now, just like you said, the Thunder played better against the better teams. So maybe just that draw of, okay, we're going to have to play up to these guys, especially, you don't want to see Golden State at any stage, much less the first stage, but if that happens and the Thunder would rise up, maybe that helps. But I'd much rather 5 or 6 somewhere in there and give them a chance to advance to the first round.
Well, here's the deal. The Thunder's only chance to avoid Golden State is if the Warriors finish second. Because the way that the West looks right now, I mean, Utah rolling. Portland has had an injury, but they're enough ahead of Oklahoma City where they're not going to drop back without Jusuf Nurkic. I don't think they're scheduled. They've got a road trip to Atlanta, Chicago. I mean, they might lose to Atlanta, Minnesota, but they might not lose that much more than 2 or 3 times. The Thunder have to go undefeated or 1 loss the rest of the season, or they're going to be in the 8th. I mean, that's just the way that it is.
That's the way it's laid.
The Clippers are 2 games ahead of Oklahoma City right now. I mean, it's they're going to be the 8th seed. I feel confident.
Well, and if they're not the 8th seed, it'll be a big surprise.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, I mean, right now.
Well, listen, here's one of the snafus of this is that they've got Denver and Oklahoma City. Yeah. So again, like we're talking, if they beat Denver, that's going to take a loss away from Denver trying to face Golden State. Yeah. You don't do any good jockeying to get the playoff spot. Really, the one thing you had to worry about in the West was what? Don't finish 8th.
Yeah.
They're going to finish 8th.
They're going to finish 8th, and they have nobody to blame but themselves.
Yeah.
Okay, and so now, as a Thunder fan, you go, all those games you pissed away. Excuse me, but saying that, I mean, that's how Thunder fans feel, and they did, and so now the fans are having to pay the price for the largesse of the Thunder.
Look, here's another. I mean, just the confusion and the frustration. The point of this is that since the All-Star break, the Thunder have beaten good teams. They won at Toronto, they won at Utah, they won at Portland. They've lost to bad teams.
Yeah. And that's what's going to come back to haunt them. And as you said, Sam Presti is going to have to take some of that responsibility. He put the team together and he hired the coach. So, he can't be above it and go, well, we have to fix this, because he has to do some soul searching too. And part of that's going to be if they do fail to fall to Golden State, they're going to have to take a hard look from Presti on down, and that includes Billy Donovan and some of the players.
I think it's going to be tough to get rid of Sam Presti. I think he deserves time.
I'm not saying get rid of Sam Presti. He's just got to do some soul searching.
Yeah.
Everybody's got to do that at the point, because you cannot say this has been a successful season.
Well, I think one thing and I know we're going to get a break here, but I think that one thing that's important is that Russell Westbrook didn't go through training camp this year. I mean, so he's got to. Those guys have got to be on the same page from the beginning of the season where they can work on some of these things and sustain it through the year, which they've had a hard time doing.
And we are at the Winston here in Norman on Main Street. Come down, enjoy the Winston's patio. It's springtime, it's getting warmer, and you will enjoy it here at the Winston. We'll be right back after this.
Reveal a more youthful you. A more beautiful you. A more confident you. A healthier you. Your journey begins this summer at Laser Light Skin Clinic. Call us today for your free consultation.
Come in, Sam. It's Jack Elliott. You read me over?
Hey guys,
I'm up here with BK. We got your wings.
right on time. I hope you brought us some sauce too.
We've got 7 kinds of sauces, Sam. We've got sweet chili, hickory bourbon, barbecue.
Great wings don't just fall from the sky. They come from Louie's, where we're preparing food fresh daily.
Garlic parmesan, ghost pepper.
Drop them whenever you're ready. People love them with their world-famous burgers and pizzas.
Okay, stand by for a drop-off. Over.
At Louie's, we're in your neighborhood.
Sooner CrossFit and Sooner Strength Training. If you're looking to get in the best shape of your life, guys or ladies, you need to go to SoonerCrossFit.com and find out more about how they can help. They've got several levels of membership and different levels of participation. So whether you're a guy like me that likes to get back into shape or somebody that's a serious CrossFitter, Sooner CrossFit will help. Go to SoonerCrossFit.com to find out more information. I want to thank some wonderful sponsors here of Thunder Weekly, the Trails Golf Club in Norman. With spring here and you're looking for a great place for you and your family to play golf this year, Trails Golf Club is where you need to go. They got a championship course, a family-friendly atmosphere. They got a great junior golf program. They got a great grill and wonderful facilities, and soon coming GPS carts that will show you where you are at any point on the course. So to find out more information about membership specials, give Kathy Hess a call at 364-3790. Also, Brown Shoe Fit Company in Norman. Ladies, the latest fashions for spring are here, and they're at Brown Shoe Fit Company. All the latest styles and designers are available at Brown Shoe Fit Company on Main Street next to Hobby Lobby in Norman. And guys, they got dress shoes for you, casual shoes, and exercise, plus Keens, boots, work shoes, all that available for men and women at Brown Shoe Fit Company in Norman next to Hobby Lobby on Main Street. And Jams Breakfast, Neighborhood Jams. We're right here next to Neighborhood Jams here in Norman. The Winston Neighborhood Jams are next to each other. Great breakfast place. You can't miss it. They got 2 locations here on Main Street in Norman and 150th North May in Oklahoma City. They got biscuits the size of saucers and a wonderful selection of breakfast items. And watch coming soon, El Huevos Mexican Diner. It's a great new concept by the Hal Smith Restaurant Group. It'll be opening sometime in mid-April, and it's a great selection of Mexican breakfast and lunches, all available here in Norman on 24th Street next to Tecumseh, and it'll be opening in mid-April. More Fit Medical, integrative family medicine and wellness clinic. Nutrition, wellness, family medicine, hair restoration, spa and skin care, all available at More Fit Medical. Dr. Castillo Santana is the doctor that will take care of you, and he combines both Eastern and Western technology and beliefs in his wellness technique and his medicine, and he will help you get well the best way possible. That is More Fit Medical. Also, don't forget More Fit Medical Smart Graft hair technology. They will help get you restore your hair to a full head of hair with Smart Graft technology. Mark, you know, we've been talking about Thunder finishing 8th probably and facing Golden State, but there's a lot of other great matchup possibilities in the West. I mean, it's going to be a dogfight on who finishes where, because in the last week and a half of the season that's still out there, there could be anywhere from 3 to 4 teams finishing 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, they're fluctuating night by night, game by game.
The Nurkic injury is terrible for Portland. The Blazers had questions coming in because they had lost their last 10 playoff games. Yeah. So you add the fact that they've lost a unique player on their team. No one can replicate what he does for them. Screen, play defense at the rim. I don't think they're going to win a series against anyone. I think that if Oklahoma City matches up against them, which it won't happen based on the way the Thunder are now, that they would have a good chance. Yeah, they'd have a great chance to win that series. So whoever it might, in my opinion, it's probably going to be Houston that gets Portland. Yeah. So I think that they advance there. Utah's playing really good at the end of the year.
Well, they got a great schedule.
Right.
You know, it was front loaded. They played a lot of hard teams on the road in front. You know, in the first of the year, and now they're getting rewarded with easy teams at home for the last.
And I think it would be kind of fun to see what they do in the playoffs. But look, the biggest surprise in the NBA for me, the Pacers, that they've been able to maintain what they've done without Victor Oladipo, but the Clippers, they traded away not only Blake Griffin last year, but they traded away Tobias Harris.
Who they got for Blake Griffin?
All-time scorer.
They traded Blake Griffin for Tobias Harris.
28-point-a-night guy.
And then they're doing better.
They keep winning.
Doc Rivers has done a great job coaching these guys.
I think since the All-Star break, Clippers may have the best record in the West, or one of the top 2 records in the West, even after that trade. So that tells you what a little bit of chemistry can do. That tells you what a little bit of coaching can do. You know, Doc Rivers is an elite coach. So he's done a nice job of getting role identification going on that team, and they play with confidence because they all know what they're going to do. They know what they're doing.
I'm going to add that to the obituary of Billy Donovan, if that ever happens.
Right.
They should have gone somewhere else. But
hey,
we
look,
won't talk about that.
I mean, I know everybody wants Popovich and everybody wants this.
You can't
and that.
get those
I don't think
guys.
you're going to get Doc Rivers either. I mean, I think that he's coaching in LA for a ton of money.
And he controls the roster. He controls
he's
the roster.
working now with Jerry West, which is a great combination for that team.
Well, I mean,
and they're a dangerous team in the offseason. Who knows what...
They got cap space, and they're in LA.
They got room for 2 guys.
Yes. So anyway, I didn't mean to interrupt, but the bottom line is right now it's going to fluctuate. You know, the best thing that the Thunder could do is not finish 8th. Other than that, you know, anything. If they don't finish 8th, that's a minor victory, almost a major victory for the Thunder.
I'll tell you another team that's disappointed and frustrated this season is Boston. I mean, you know, they had high expectations. I think they were universally picked to win the East by about everybody.
Especially when LeBron leaves and goes to the West.
LeBron is gone, and then you've got that team. Kyrie back, and everything's going good, and they're going to finish 5th, I think. So
and they were in the finals, Eastern Conference Finals last year. You know, and should have won it. But that happens. But you know, the East is different too because, like you said, Indiana at 3rd. Who would have thought that after the Oladipo? You got Toronto and being 2nd, and the Milwaukee Bucks. You know, coming in and they've got a good coach. You know, they got rid of Jason Kidd. And all of a sudden now that the coach has put them in order, and the Giannis has become the star that they keep waiting for, and he's there now. You know, so Toronto, Milwaukee in the top 2 spots are good, and I think, like you said, Indiana to finish 3rd has been miraculous for them. You know, and so the disappointments are Boston and Philadelphia.
Yeah.
You know,
Toronto, I like Toronto in the East, and I think Philadelphia's got a chance to get to the finals if they play smart.
I would like to see that happen because I'm a Philadelphia guy, and we hope that the Thunder don't finish 8th. And that's going to do it for this week's edition of the Thunder Weekly from the Winston. Please come down and enjoy the Winston's hospitality here on the patio. We'll see you next time on Thunder Weekly.